2.1. The table. 2.1.1. The upper surface of the table, known as the playing surface, shall be rectangular, 2.74 meters long and 1.525 meters wide, and shall lie in a horizontal plane 76 centimeters above the floor. 2.1.2. The playing surface shall not include the vertical sides of the tabletop. 2.1.3. The playing surface may be of any material and shall yield a uniform bounce of about 23 centimeters when a standard ball is dropped onto it from a height of 30 centimeters. 2.1.4. The playing surface shall be uniformly dark colored and matte, but with a white sideline 2 centimeters wide along each 2.74 meters edge, and a white end line 2 centimeters wide along each 1.525 meters edge. 2.1.5. The playing surface shall be divided into 2 equal courts by a vertical net running parallel with the end lines, and shall be continuous over the whole area of each court. 2.1.6. For doubles, each court shall be divided into 2 equal half courts by a white center line, 3 millimeters wide, running parallel with the sidelines. The center line shall be regarded as part of each right half court. 2.2. The net assembly. 2.2.1. The net assembly shall consist of the net, its suspension, and the supporting posts, including the clamps attaching them to the table. 2.2.2. The net shall be suspended by a cord attached at each end to an upright post, 15.25 centimeters high, the outside limits of the post being 15.25 centimeters outside the sideline. 2.2.3. The top of the net, along its whole length, shall be 15.25 centimeters above the playing surface. 2.2.4. The bottom of the net, along its whole length, shall be as close as possible to the playing surface, and the ends of the net shall be attached to the supporting posts from top to bottom. 2.3. The ball. 2.3.1. The ball shall be spherical, with a diameter of 40 millimeters. 2.3.2. The ball shall weigh 2.7 grams. 2.3.3. The ball shall be made of plastic material and shall be white or orange, and matte. 2.4. The racket. 2.4.1. The racket may be of any size, shape, or weight, but the blade shall be flat and rigid. 2.4.2. At least 85% of the blade by thickness shall be of natural wood. An adhesive layer within the blade may be reinforced with fibrous material such as carbon fiber, glass fiber, or compressed paper, but shall not be thicker than 7.5% of the total thickness, or 0.35 millimeters, whichever is the smaller. 2.4.3. A side of the blade used for striking the ball shall be covered with either ordinary pimpled rubber, with pimples outwards having a total thickness including adhesive of less than 2.05 millimeters, or sandwich rubber, with pimples inwards or outwards, having a total thickness including adhesive of less than 4.05 millimeters, subject to any margin of tolerance specified in the relevant technical equipment document. 2.4.3.1. Ordinary pimpled rubber is a single layer of non-cellular rubber, natural or synthetic, with pimples evenly distributed over its surface at a density of not less than 10 per square centimeter and not more than 30 per cm2. 2.4.3.2. Sandwich rubber is a single layer of cellular rubber covered with a single outer layer of ordinary pimpled rubber, the thickness of the pimpled rubber not being more than 2.0 millimeters. 2.4.4. The blade, any layer within the blade and any layer of covering material or adhesive on a side used for striking the ball shall be continuous and of even thickness. Material suitable to shape a handle for holding the racket may be added on. 2.4.5. The covering material shall extend up to but not beyond the limits of the blade, except that the part nearest the handle and gripped by the fingers may be left uncovered or covered with any material. 2.4.6. The surface of the covering material on a side of the blade, or of a side of the blade if it is left uncovered, shall be matte, black on one side, and of a bright color clearly distinguishable from black and from the color of the ball on the other. 2.4.7. The racket covering shall be used without any physical, chemical, or other treatment. 2.4.7.1. Slight deviations from continuity of surface or uniformity of color, as well as helpful or protective fittings, may be allowed provided that they do not significantly change the characteristics of the surface. 2.4.8. Before the start of a match, and whenever he or she changes his or her racket during a match, a player shall show his or her opponent and the umpire the racket he or she is about to use and shall allow them to examine it.